In this video, we dive into the latest trade rumors swirling around the Chicago Bulls. Could Nikola Vucevic be heading to the New York Knicks? And what's the latest buzz about Zach LaVine and his potential trade? We'll break down all the trade updates, what they mean for the Bulls' future, and how these moves could impact the team's strategy. Welcome to our channel. Here, we dive deep into all things Golden State Warriors. Stay tuned for the latest rumors, breaking news, exciting trades, and franchise-altering moves. Whether it's analysis of potential trades, insights into team dynamics, or updates on key players, we've got you covered. Subscribe now and join the conversation about one of the most exciting teams in the NBA. Let's kick things off with a bombshell that's been making waves in NBA circles, the possibility of Nikola Vucevic landing with the New York Knicks. Now, before we get too carried away, let's break down why this rumor has gained traction and what it could mean for both teams. First off, the Knicks have been in the market for a top-tier center for quite some time. While Mitchell Robinson has shown flashes of potential, his injury history and inconsistent play have left New York searching for a more reliable option in the middle. Enter Nikola Vucevic, a two-time All-Star with a skill set that could take the Knicks' offense to the next level. Vucevic's ability to stretch the floor with his three-point shooting would open up driving lanes for Jalen Brunson and R.J. Barrett, while his post-up game could provide a much-needed scoring punch in the half-court. On top of that, Vucevic is an underrated passer, which could help facilitate Tom Thibodeau's offense and create more opportunities for catch-and-shoot specialists like Quentin Grimes and Emmanuel Quickley. But why would the Bulls consider moving Vucevic? Well, Chicago finds itself at a crossroads. After a disappointing season that saw them miss the playoffs, the front office might be ready to shake things up. Vucevic is entering the final year of his contract, and at 32 years old, he may not fit the timeline if the Bulls decide to rebuild around younger talent. From a financial standpoint, moving Vucevic's $22 million expiring contract could give the Bulls more flexibility to retool their roster. It could also allow them to acquire assets that align better with a potential youth movement. Now, let's talk about what a potential trade package might look like. The Knicks have a treasure trove of draft picks and young talent that could entice the Bulls. A package centered around Obi Toppin, Evan Fournier's expiring contract, and draft compensation could be a starting point. The Knicks might also consider including one of their young guards like Quickley or Grimes if it means landing a player of Vucevic's caliber. However, there are some potential roadblocks to this deal. The Knicks may be hesitant to give up too much for a player entering his mid-30s, especially one who'll be a free agent next summer. There's also the question of whether Vucevic's defensive limitations would be exposed in Thibodeau's system, which demands a lot from its big men on that end of the floor. From the Bulls' perspective, they'd need to be confident that the return package sets them up for future success. Losing Vucevic's offensive production and veteran presence would be a significant blow, so any deal would need to bring back substantial value. Now, let's shift our focus to the elephant in the room, Zach LaVine and the never-ending trade rumors surrounding the Bulls' star guard. It feels like we've been talking about potential LaVine trades for years, but this time, there seems to be more smoke than ever before. LaVine is coming off another stellar individual season, averaging 24.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 4.2 assists per game. He's a bona fide scoring machine with the ability to catch fire from beyond the arc and finish at the rim with explosive athleticism. So, why are the Bulls even considering moving such a talented player? Well, it all comes down to fit and team construction. Despite LaVine's impressive stats, the Bulls have struggled to find consistent success with him as their primary option. There are concerns about his ability to elevate his teammates and questions about whether his style of play translates to winning basketball at the highest level. Moreover, LaVine is in the second year of a massive 5-year, $215 million contract. That's a hefty price tag for a player who hasn't led his team to postseason success. With the Bulls potentially looking to retool or rebuild, moving LaVine could accelerate that process and bring back a haul of young talent and draft picks. So, which teams are in the mix for LaVine's services? Let's break down some of the most intriguing possibilities. The Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are always in the market for star power, and pairing LaVine with LeBron James and Anthony Davis could form a formidable big three. A package centered around D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and draft compensation could be appealing to the Bulls. The Miami Heat. After falling short in the NBA Finals, the Heat might look to add another scoring punch alongside Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. A deal involving Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, and picks could be a starting point. The Philadelphia 76ers. With James Harden's future uncertain, the Sixers could pivot to LaVine as a high-scoring backcourt partner for Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey would likely need to be included in any deal, along with Tobias Harris for salary matching purposes. The Dallas Mavericks. Pairing LaVine with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving would give the Mavs an explosive offensive trio. The challenge would be putting together an attractive package, but it could involve some combination of Tim Hardaway Jr., Josh Green, and future picks. Of course, these are just speculative scenarios, and any LaVine trade would need to make sense for both sides. The Bulls won't give away their star player for pennies on the dollar, and interested teams will need to weigh the cost of acquiring LaVine against his potential impact on their championship aspirations. It's also worth noting that LaVine has expressed his desire to stay in Chicago and lead the team to success. However, in the NBA, we've seen time and time again that player preferences don't always align with front office decisions. While Vucevic and LaVine are grabbing most of the headlines, there are a few other Bulls players who could be on the move this offseason. Let's take a quick look at some other potential trade candidates. DeMar DeRozan, the veteran forward, has been a model of consistency for the Bulls, but at 33 years old, he might not fit Chicago's long-term plans. Contending teams looking for a reliable scorer could come calling, with the Suns and Clippers being potential suitors. Alex Caruso. Every contender in the league would love to have Caruso's defensive prowess and basketball IQ. While the Bulls value him highly, a Godfather offer might tempt them to part ways with the fan favorite. Kobe White. The young guard has shown flashes of potential but hasn't quite lived up to his lottery pick status. A change of scenery could benefit both White and the Bulls, with teams like the Spurs or Magic potentially interested in taking a flyer on him. Patrick Williams, the former 4th overall pick, has yet to make a significant impact, but his potential remains intriguing. The Bulls might be reluctant to give up on him too soon, but including Williams in a larger deal could help facilitate a blockbuster trade. And there you have it, folks. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the possibility of Nikola Vucevic joining the Knicks to the latest on Zach LaVine trade rumors and other potential moves for the Chicago Bulls. As always in the NBA, things can change in an instant, so make sure to stay tuned to your channel name for all the latest updates and analysis. We'll be keeping a close eye on the Bulls' situation as we approach the draft and free agency period. What do you think about these potential moves? Would you like to see Vucevic in a Knicks uniform? Should the Bulls trade LaVine or try to build around him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more NBA content. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an update.